So Prabhu was.
What happened?
We accidentally closed it.
So much fired up. They logged off. Ah,
Actually, one Mataji came. So Prabhu was preaching about Ritvik system. So he was heavily preaching and how that Bapuji, there is one Bapuji, how he's like bogus and all. So yeah,
then
he's not compromising at all. Like anyone is there, just boldly preaching, and he's very much excited also.
so what did the Mataji say finally?
I think she got upset at the end.
No, she called me again.
But she called again and told that
Asked about the facility. Anything need.
She asked about anything needed or something like that. She's actually sister of Damini Mataji.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damini Mataji also supporting Bapuji or what? No.
Not Bapuji, but
He's more inclined to the Punjabi. So Sikh communities. He's more inclined to Sikh community. Oh. So I spoke with the Murari Prabhu. He said we are slowly preaching to her and is her husband now. Okay. Mm-hmm. He might not know about the Ritvik. I don't know. But Murari Prabhu said he is more inclined to the Sikh community. Yeah. Okay. Hope she don't ask us to go out of the house.
Prabhu was saying, I am ready to, I don't have any problem if they make me out also. I will not compromise.
Haribol.
Yeah. Good. So everything is okay? Yes. Otherwise?
Yes, Prabhu.
How about Nikhil Prabhu? How is he?
Nikhil Prabhu, yesterday they came to airport. They are very nice. So tomorrow he's coming back. He went because he had work.
Bringing harmonium.
So he is bringing harmonium and kartal, and we have to go to ISKCON, I think, for mridanga and all. Mridanga.
They have to buy the mridanga or?
Yeah, because there is.
Mridanga, devotee. We asked they are broken.
So the devotees we had who was having mridanga, that is broken. So we don't have any option actually, and we need it. We need fast also, and Prabhu told us to buy. That's why.
Good. So you buy one mridanga. You could have taken from here, no better.
Yeah. Actually, Prabhu, rain have stopped now, so I think we will have to start our journey.
Carry on.
Hare Krishna. Okay, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Jai Prabhupada.
Jai Prabhupada.
Vishnu Prabhu, Dandatnam Vishnu
Hare
Prabhupada.
Krishna. Jai Prabhupada. Just a minute, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. You hear me?
Yes, bro.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. I'm not able to reduce the volume of this iPod. It's too loud. The speaker is too loud. I'm not able to control it with my laptop. Volume. So who is here? Sujai Prabhu. Huh? Okay, today is working day, no? That's why many people are not here.
Yes, Prabhu. So Jai Prabhu is also there in our Vaishnav Sangha group chat.
He didn't speak to me, right, so far?
No, Prabhu.
Okay.
But he was recently added and he's joining morning sessions.
Oh. What about Ganga? What's his name? Ganga, right?
Yes, Ganga Sujit. I will just call him one time. I will just call him one time and I'll ask him to join.
No, Vishnu Prabhu also here. He just came to temple.
Yes, Prabhu.
But unfortunately, I was not there. I just need to go to my village.
Sorry for leaving, Prabhu. Couldn't go to the interview too. I got up late. I reached here by 11. Prabhu. I
What
couldn't
time
go
you
to the
reached?
interview, Prabhu. I reached by 11, Prabhu, and I had a bad, very sleepy, and just got waken up.
Okay, good.
Aditya left, Prabhu.
Aditya left. Yeah, he left. He left. Who is it? Drona?
Yes, Prabhu. Drona Prabhu is also there in our Vaishnav Sangha.
Yeah, you can introduce yourself.
Prabhu,
Introduce yourself. Where are you from?
I am from India, Prabhu, Hyderabad, Telangana.
Oh, Hyderabad, Telangana.
Yes, Prabhu.
How do you come to ISKM?
Prabhu, about this group, Prabhu.
Hmm.
Actually, I was a devotee of Sri Krishna Paramatma. I did not, at first I joined some groups, but I could not join the morning sessions, Japa sessions, because of some reasons they removed. I claim my mistakes was there. I did not join the any section because of my studies, etc., etc. After that, I wore Tulsi Mala and followed the all regulative principles. After 1 month, actually, I don't have any associates with, I did not join any associations. Even though I joined, I have to focus on my career, so I just forgot about this one. Later on, I broke one rule from four regulative principles. After that, I meet Aditya Prabhuji.
Oh, okay.
He said about this group, and later on, I joined this group and trying to increase Krishna conscious day by day. Even though I'm facing health problems, still I have health problems, but I'm trying to join the sessions I'm trying to attend the sessions and increase Krishna consciousness.
Very good. But you understand that what is the difference between ISKCON and ISKM?
I don't know, Prabhu. I need to still learn more.
How long you are associating with us?
It has been 1 month, Prabhu.
Okay. So you talk to, like maybe Sami Prabhu, and you are in touch with him?
I am in touch with Manudas Prabhuji and Swami Prabhuji and Aditya Prabhuji.
Okay. So you explain him, Prabhu, about this.
Prabhu. Yes, he's coming to reading sessions always. So I think next week can read the II 77 maybe in reading sessions.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, what can I ask?
Yes, please.
If the one who wears the Tulsi Mala and breaks the one rule, he can be forgiven by Tulsi Mala and Krishna Paramatma, Supreme Lord.
Sorry, what is that?
If one wears Tulsi Mala and breaks the one rule, if the one wears Tulsi Mala and follows the regulative principles, and even though he broke small rule, they have to ask for Krishna. Will Krishna Paramatma and Tulsi Mala will forgive him?
No, if you are whimsically doing, then it is cheating,
Okay.
If you are breaking principle because of your inability and then, due to your previous habits, and then you're sincerely apologizing for Krishna will forgive.
Okay.
But you cannot do a whimsically, take it for granted. Okay, I can ask, not like Christians, I do some mistake and then ask forgiveness. Like that means, that is cheating.
Okay.
So you cannot do aparad just like that.
But Prabhuji,
So,
yeah, continue.
yeah, so you cannot purposefully, you cannot do this.
Yes.
Accidentally, you did some mistake, then you ask forgiveness, Krishna will forgive you.
Okay, Prabhu.
Okay,
How
many rounds you are chanting now?
Before my health was good, I was chanting daily 16 rounds, but at right now I am chanting only 4 to 8 rounds.
Why?
I'm suffering from with dengue, Prabhu. It
You
has
got
been.
dengue, huh?
Uh,
Oh, how you feeling now?
I'm feeling better, Prabhu, but still I have that mouth infection.
Oh, oh,
I'm
the
trying.
dengue, huh? Many people are getting dengue fever now.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah,
Hmm.
actually, 1 week before, I mean, 1 week back, I went to Sri Shailam Mallikarjuna temple.
Hmm.
And somewhere places where there is some places I roamed because of that I got.
Hmm.
And I'm trying to
That's
recover
okay.
and chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra more and more.
Yes, so just try to chant 16 rounds.
Prabhu.
And then morning you come for japa session.
Okay, Prabhu.
Morning you come japa session, then automatically you will follow all the principles.
Okay, Prabhu. Prabhu,
Automatically,
I want to continue this regularity in this chanting. I mean, Krishna consciousness, increasing in Krishna consciousness.
yes.
I need some more tips, Prabhu, like reading Bhagavad Gita or reading Srila
No,
Prabhupada.
just wake up in the morning
Okay, Prabhu.
and chant 16 rounds.
Hmm.
And then you come for a reading session in the evening.
Okay, Prabhu.
That's okay. That is
Oh,
enough.
thank you,
Apart
Prabhu.
from that, whatever you do, it's okay. Next you're reading or later. First you come and then initial stage associate with the devotees. So main thing is the morning program.
Okay, Prabhu.
If you don't come to morning program, how to practice Krishna consciousness.
Hmm.
Yeah. Then
Sure, Prabhu.
automatically, you get all the good qualities
Hmm.
of Devadas. There
Okay,
is
Prabhu.
actually a verse about the importance of morning program. You see, you can share this verse 4:27:24.
Hmm.
Swami Prabhu.
Okay, Prabhu.
4:27:24.
Hmm.
You will show the verse. You can read this.
Hmm. Thank you,
Read the
Prabhu.
purport. Read the purport.
Me, Prabhu.
Yeah.
The word Yavana Rasa refers to the king of Yavanas. The Sanskrit word Yavanas and Mechana applies to those who did not follow the Vedic principles. According to the Vedic principles, one should rise early in the morning and take bath, chant Hare Krishna, offer Mangalhariti to the deities, study Vedic lectures, take prasad, and engage in the dressing and decorating the deities. One must el- one must also collect money from the temple expenditures. Or if one is a householder, he must go to work in accordance with the prescribed duties of the Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, or Shudra. In this way, one should live a life of spiritual understanding, and this is Vedic way of civilization. One who does not follow all the rules and regulations is called Yavana. Or again, one should not mistakenly think that those words refers to Christian classes or men in other countries. There is no questions or limitations according to the nationalism. Whether one lives in India or outside of India, he is called Yavana or if he does not follow the Vedic principle, he one who not actually follow the hygienic principles prescribed in the Vedic rules regulations will be subjected to the congenital diseases because the student in the Krishna conscious movements are advised to follow the Vedic principle. They become naturally hygienic.
Read that. So if
Oh,
you don't wake up in the morning, you are a Yavana.
hmm,
Means fifth class. Fifth class.
hmm,
Worse than Shudra. It is Yavana, Malaysia. You are very, very low class. So
okay,
if you don't wake up in the morning, definitely you get all the bad qualities.
okay,
So the good qualities comes only if you wake up in the morning.
okay, Prabhu.
That's why the most important thing in Krishna consciousness is one must learn how to wake up early in the morning. Do you understand?
Yes,
So if
Prabhu.
you want to make progress in spiritual life, then you wake up in the morning.
Okay,
And
Prabhu.
then you try to chant all your rounds in the morning itself. or majority rounds, try to finish in the morning itself.
Okay, Prabhu.
Yeah, whatever the rounds you have balanced, you got the other time, but try to finish your rounds in the morning. Then you feel great success spiritually.
Sure, Prabhu. Tomorrow onwards,
Mhm.
I'll in the morning session.
Yes, come morning and also evening. Swami Prabhu is conducting a reading session
Yes,
that is
Prabhu.
very effective.
Okay,
Then
Prabhu.
you read together and discuss together. That will give you a lot of spiritual upliftment.
Okay, Prabhu.
Clear?
Yes,
Mhm.
Prabhu.
Any questions you have? Any other questions?
No, Prabhu. Still now, I had asked my doubts. If I further I have any task, I will ask with my ISKCON friend. I mean, this Swami Prabhu, Aditya Prabhu, Manudas Prabhu.
Yeah,
Further.
you talk to our devotees.
Okay,
They will
Prabhu.
guide you. You come evening. And you also read Prabhupada books slowly.
I had
Try to read
started
this.
Prabhupada books.
What book you're reading now?
Just Prabhupada that given in Prabhupada. Just Prabhupada book. Book name is
Which book?
Prabhupada.
Oh, okay. You're reading the biography of Prabhupada,
Yes,
lifetime.
Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. Hmm.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Good. Okay. Anybody else have anything to say? Hare Krishna, Kavi Rasa Prabhu is here. Dhanavad Pranam, Jai Prabhupada. Sorry. Keshav Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna
How are you,
Prabhu,
Prabhu?
Pranam Krishna Prabhupada,
Jai. Where are you?
and Singapore Prabhu.
Oh, you're in Singapore. Oh, leave, huh? Holiday now.
Yeah, Prabhu. My degree finished, some more internship 4 months left. So that period I have holiday, so I come.
How many days?
I think more than 1 month. I think.
I cannot unmute for a long time. What do you say, Karthi Prabhu? My parents are making scene. I cannot unmute for a long time. What is unmute? Unmute. Okay, you cannot talk much. Okay, fine. Yes, Prabhu. So how long will be there, Prabhu? Keshav Prabhu?
Yeah, almost finished. After Radhastami, I will go back.
How is the temple? All devotees are happy? Good? Everything is
Yeah,
good? Going well?
all great, Prabhu. Because,
Okay.
but only thing is, here, the only thing is,
Prabhu is not there. What I'm going to do there?
yeah, both.
See, Prabhu should be missing Prabhu, huh?
Yeah, terribly missing.
He sent 30,000 for Sundar Gopal Prabhu's travel, 30,000. I got shocked. How did he get so much money?
He's from the, what, NNSS. He's working, right?
Yes. He's saving the money and then Prabhu is sending everything. 30,000, that is about $500.
Yeah.
$500 he sent. Yes, good. Yeah, now you're giving class, Bhagavatam class?
Lastly, I give in the Philippines only, and Singapore only.
Okay. Good. So, anybody want to ask something or any questions or comments? So we have Saurav Saho Prabhu. So he's from Kolkata, right? Saurav Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu. Near Kolkata.
No. So you met Sundar Gopal Prabhu when he came there?
No, I unfortunately did not.
Why? He came to Kolkata all the way, you did not meet him?
I actually, Prabhuji, I did not know that time that he is coming.
He did not know that you are there?
No, I actually did not know that he came there, Taligon's area, something like that. I did not know.
Now you can go, no, you can go Bombay. Is in Bombay now?
No, Prabhuji, actually, my still 1 year study has left in university. So I am busy quite.
How's your chanting? How many rounds you're chanting now?
Yes, Prabhuji, I regularly chant and join reading session in ISKM groups.
How many rounds you're chanting?
Now, like 5 or 6 round average.
Try to wake up in the morning, no? Come for the japa session in the morning. Why
Yes,
you're not
Prabhuji.
coming in the morning?
Yes, Prabhuji, definitely.
You must come, huh?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. All very quiet today, huh? I think you all talk only if it is Sunday. Monday is Monavrat. Yes, Swami Prabhu.
Yes,
Tell me,
Prabhu.
how is everything going there?
Okay, everything is like okay. I'm trying to make some new things happen. Recently, what Prabhu?
One more devotee from Philippines, sorry, Finland.
Oh yes, Ero Prabhu is here also. Dandat Pranam Jai Shri Prabhupada.
He's there?
Yes, Prabhu.
Oh, he's also there? Okay. How is he? How is he doing? He's doing good?
Hare Krishna, Ero Prabhu. Are you there? Yes, every day Ero Prabhu joins reading sessions, but in Finland we yet have not like done japa sessions. It's usually only like Indian time. So I think we should start that. I was also talking to one other Finnish devotee that together, because he's making some his own like reading sessions, and I'm talking to him that we should like try to make something together, like some one group that we not like separate reading groups. And I was
Who is that?
there is one Jaakko Prabhu. Eero Prabhu also knows him, and he's in our ISKM groups, but he's because he has been with ISKCON, so he has like sentimentality towards them still, and he has not like completely agreed. He's saying that like he wants to be like soft Ritvik and these ISKCON terms he uses. And I've been trying to many like long time to talk with him and try to make him join, but still he hasn't joined so much. So, but slowly he's like getting better. He's getting there.
What is soft repeat?
Yeah, I also ask about what's the different Ritvik things you have. It's one Ritvik.
Soft Ritvik means the Ritvik that they don't preach, is it?
Yeah.
If you don't preach, you're not devotee, right?
Yeah.
You know, where you get the power if you don't preach.
Yes, Prabhu.
I follow Prabhupada, but I don't care what others do. I don't preach and help others.
Yeah.
What is his mindset? All speculation in Kali Yuga, no? They just want to do whatever they want. They are weak. The point is that they are weak.
It's
They are weak.
especially here in the West. I noticed this because there is the independent mentality is really strong and heavy here. It's like because whoever I meet, like who has even heard about Ritvik thing a little bit, they want to be like completely on their own. They don't want to join anything at all, not even online association. They say that, oh, I'm gonna just do alone.
But the passion is more in Western bodies.
Yeah.
Outside India, the devotees a lot of passion. So if you have more passion, the best way is to distribute books.
Yeah.
You go out and distribute books and like do some active preaching. Because like otherwise, you just go to sidetrack.
Yes, Prabhu.
So
I've also
it's very difficult to train people outside India.
Yeah. I also noticed that when I've gone outside and just meeting people there, then all the enthusiasm and everything, it gets so like big boost suddenly. When you just even 1-2 encounters, you find someone and you discuss with him like 1 hour, then suddenly you're like you want to talk with everyone and you get this big boost of enthusiasm. So by this I've noticed that preaching is it adds the fuel to the fire when you preach.
Yeah, but when someone is cheating, you must be there to tell he's a cheater.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you want to compromise with them, then what is the point? Right? You should speak the truth boldly,
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, if you don't speak the truth boldly, Prabhupada is a spiritual master. And then you accept Prabhupada is spiritual master. Then why you have to join hands with ISKCON?
Yeah.
What is the need?
Yes, Prabhu. Like this I've tried to talk, but usually he tries like starts to talk badly about himself, that oh I'm so low that I'm going there, and that like he's
even Karthi Prabhu was feeling the same. He said, I'm so low, I cannot preach, I'm not qualified to preach and all those things. But the moment he starts preaching, then he, feels so much active, and then, he is feeling that he's making progress, and then he's getting enthusiastic, energetic. Right, Prabhu? Karthi Prabhu, is it right? You cannot this type also. I think you cannot talk, at least you can type. See, yes. Before he was like that, Prabhu, I'm not qualified, I cannot preach. Who am I? He was talking. I said, you go and preach, because if you don't preach, then you will fall down. Especially you all are sitting in the house. So you should preach. You should put your efforts to preach. Yeah. But don't expect success, because our success rate is very less. Only 1 in 1,000 will become a devotee of Krishna. Mostly we hear no from everybody. So don't get discouraged with the no. Keep pushing, because when you preach, you become enthusiastic and you get the energy. You're getting strong. It is not about he is getting strong or weak, nothing like that. So you preach. If someone is not, like favorable, just ignore, just go further. Right? So if the devotee who want to be soft Ritwik, let him be soft Ritwik. So soft will break.
Yeah.
You are so soft that will break, that was right. That 3:29:17 purport. Last paragraph. Yeah, okay, Keshav. Hare Krishna. Jai Prabhupada.
This one?
Yeah, you read this? Yeah.
In Bhagavad Gita, there's reference to Bodhayanta Parasparam, discussing among themselves. Generally, pure devotees utilize their valuable time in chanting and discussing various activities of Lord Krishna or Lord Chaitanya amongst themselves. There are innumerable books such as Puranas, Mahabharata, Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and Upanishads, which contains countless subjects for discussion among the devotees or more. Friendship should be cemented between persons with mutual interest and understanding. Such persons are said to be Svajati, of the same caste. The devotee should avoid a person whose character is not fixed in the standard understanding, even though he may be a Vaishnava or a devotee of Krishna. If his character is not correctly representative, then he should be avoided. One should steadily control the senses and the mind and strictly follow the rules and regulations. And he should make friendship with persons of the same standard.
So you should have friendship with only those, who are like-minded,
Yes, Prabhu.
Like-minded people, you should have friendship. So if they are actually not favorable, they have different idea, they separatist, they're separatist. So they have separate interest from Prabhupada. Prabhupada said, you preach, Prabhupada said, I am the spiritual master. Then what is the problem, you know?
Yeah.
Why don't you just accept it?
Yes, Prabhu. With him, he still has doubts about Ritvik system and this, but at the same time, he's trying to go to the ISKCON persons and trying to preach to them about Ritvik. But it doesn't work because he himself is not convinced yet.
Yeah, if you don't understand the Ritvik system properly, how you can preach?
Yeah.
You will be preached by them, you know.
Yeah.
Understanding Ritvik system is very simple. See, just like 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. It is so simple to understand. But if someone brainwashed you saying that 1 plus 2 is 5, then you get a hard time to understand that 1 plus 2 is equal to 3.
Yeah.
Understand the system is as simple as 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Guru is the one who is giving you knowledge. Guru is the one who is going to take you back home, back to Godhead. In all ISKCON temples around the world, they are doing Guru Puja for Prabhupada, Mangala Arati for Prabhupada. And then they are putting Prabhupada in the asana. They are putting Prabhupada in the front. They are all reading Prabhupada books. Everything Prabhupada. And then suddenly one hero comes up somewhere and then he's saying, you are my disciple now. He's saying like that, he's taking a flight and going somewhere else. And after that, I don't even meet the person. Is there any logic to say that, you know, he is my guru? What is the so great difficulty in understanding this?
Yeah.
ISKCON is brainwashing people, saying that because you're reading Prabhupada's book, Prabhupada is giving you Siksha. So Prabhupada is Siksha Guru. That's how they play with the words. Prabhupada, you are reading Bhakti Swami said that. You are reading Prabhupada's book. In this way, Prabhupada is Siksha Guru. I am giving you Diksha, so I am a Diksha Guru. So what you have done by being a Diksha Guru, are you going to take me home back to God? Divya Jnan, Shapati, right? You're neither giving me Jnan, nor taking me back home, back to God. In what context you are calling yourself as a Guru? So what is a great difficulty to understand the philosophy?
Yeah.
Why? What is a great difficulty to understanding this?
Yes, and when he speculates so much, he sends so long messages about the thing, and he's trying to like justify that both systems can go at the same time. He says that in ISKCON there is also sincere persons who are like trying their best, and even though they are deviating, but still they are trying their best. This is like what he's trying to battle with his mind, that there is still some, and he's trying to go to the ISKCON to save those persons, but he cannot because they are like preaching to him, and he becomes angry and so agitated, and then he sends me those very long messages speculating about why he's so angry and why he's so agitated, and I'm trying to explain that when you go there, this is what happens, that you have like many times already noticed what happens when you go there. You get so confused, but still you go over and over again. And I also try to speak that we should like start or something own, you know, some own program. So one day there could be some proper things going on here, that we don't have to go to the ISKCON place anymore. So like this, I've tried to talk with him.
Why don't you and the devotee and then Aero Prabhu, all of you sit together and watch the Ritvik video?
Yes, Prabhu.
Watch the Ritvik video together, no, and discuss about this subject matter.
Yes, Prabhu.
Definitely, yeah, we should start something in Finland, Prabhu.
Yeah.
It's long pending, Prabhu. It's already too late.
Yes, Prabhu.
When are you going to do that?
Yeah, really soon. So I'm now on progress of getting like a separate place for this, like one place where we are gonna like rent 2 houses, because in this it's like too small for it, and if I get a separate place, then it will be much more easier because I don't have to think about Mataji's comfort so much. So it will be much easier that way to have some separate place for this.
So Aero Prabhu also can support you, not together we can do.
Yes,
if
Prabhu.
that devotee comes, 3 of you together.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, that when I get that place, then much easily I can invite everyone, and yeah, it will be much better.
What about the financial support?
It will be government will pay it, because they pay, Mataji will pay like half of the other house, and I will pay half of it, and it's like really cheap, and the whole other house is covered by government, so it's like cheap. Yeah.
Oh, you are shifting your house.
Yeah.
You are shifting. Oh, okay. Bigger house.
Yeah, like two, not bigger, but two, a little bit bigger in total, but two like smaller houses, but they're in total.
Two houses.
Yeah.
Oh, one you'll be staying and one used for the preaching.
Yeah.
Oh, very good. Okay, good. Good. Yeah, start that. And then, like devotees can come. So is it a center point? People can come?
Yeah. It's like this month I've been searching the houses, and it's like close to this house that I'm now at, and it's close to central of our city. So it will be easy to get to.
Then you can call Sundar Gopal Prabhu for initiation.
Yes,
for
Prabhu.
starting that.
Yes,
Then Prabhu can come. Then he can do some 1 month. He can ask him to stay with you.
Yes, Prabhu.
He can stay with you for 1 month. He can initiate the program. He can come.
Yes, Prabhu.
Then so many guests. You can invite all the guests to come. And then, you can get Prabhu's help to form a good, like a team first.
Yes, Prabhu.
Start. But the government is supportive for Hare Krishna, Finland government.
I've been talking with them, but no, that I was talking with one government official, and he was like, he didn't support at all. He was saying that no, you have to go to work right now and stop all these things. And he was like this.
Oh.
They paid us because I'm like saying that I live there, so that's why they're paying it.
But is there a possibility of getting a land from government for preaching in future?
That I don't know yet, but maybe. But the ISKCON also, the ISKCON Helsinki, they are having to pay a lot to governments for like rents of, because they have given land to them, but they have to pay a big rent on that land. And they have like some old buildings that they have to renovate. Like they have really strict standards for that. And it has been really expensive. I've heard that they like complain about how expensive it is. And
I saw recently one video, Bhakti Vikas Swami came
to
Finland, right?
Yes,
very beautiful piece of land, huh? Nice building they have.
Yeah, in Finland they have nice. It's the oldest house of that city also. So they are like in the old wooden houses. So it's really nice.
No, it looks like they have good number of devotees also.
Yes, Prabhu. There's a lot of Indian devotees, especially like Indian people there. But there is nice Finnish, like they are outwardly they are nice, but yeah, if they follow the proper system, then it would be nice. It would be inside outside good.
Yeah, correct. Because like there are majority of the people following ISKCON, so people think it is right.
Yeah.
Since more people follow, they say this should be right. This is the mindset of people. Good. You start pushing. Try to get Nimai Prabhu and Sundar Gopal, as I said, at the same time to Finland.
Yes.
Before that, you make Arrow Prabhu and that other devotee you are mentioning, make them serious.
Okay, Prabhu.
So if you have a good team first, and then you can invite, they can stay with you for some time. Then
yes,
you can initiate the preaching there.
Yes,
start some free food distribution. Does free food distribution will work in Finland to get people, or?
Yes, it can work. Yeah, they will listen, and maybe slower because here is not so much people. It's even if you go city center, there is not so much people like walking there, but they listen, so it's nice. They're not like running away straight.
Why no much people?
Because it's really like empty. Only 5 million people lives in whole Finland. And
So
here,
small, huh?
yeah, really small. And here everything is really quiet. They really hate anything like noise or anything like this. Everywhere must be quiet, and you can't even beep your car. If you beep your car, they will give you a ticket. That don't beep unnecessarily.
Yeah, that is almost all the countries. Singapore, Malaysia also.
Yeah.
India, we can play musical instrument with the horn.
Yes.
You can beep the horn for the song that you're hearing.
Yes.
Mm. Good, bro. Try to start something there.
Yes, Prabhu.
Mm. How is Mataji?
Like, okay, we have like past week we have been like talking about this, like about life and what is like what she wants to do and what is like her plan, and does like she want to take the Krishna consciousness how seriously, and does she understand these things, that what is this human life and where we are going, and the time is running all the time, and I've been trying to like explain these things. Sometimes now she's again like more accepting, but like months ago she was, because she spent so much time with her family, and yeah, then she like fell out of it a little bit.
Correct.
But I'm trying to preach. Yeah.
Non-devotee association.
Yeah.
That's why we should not associate with karmis,
Yeah. Yes, bro.
It's very dangerous. You know the Chaitanya Charitamrita verse, right? Knowingly drinking poison.
Yeah. Yes, bro.
You know the verse, you can show.
Yes, I find it.
Chaitanya Charitamrita 11:8. Madhya.
11.
So in this way, if you are associating with non-devotees, plus control plus, control and plus. Okay, good.
Greatly lamenting, the Lord then informed Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, alas, for a person who is seriously desiring to cross the material ocean and engage in the transcendental loving service of the Lord without material motives, seeing a materialist engage in sense gratification or seeing a woman who is similarly interested is more abominable than drinking poison willingly. Yes, Prabhu.
And this is what happens. That's why you should not associate with the. Even if myself also, the moment if I go home and come back, even 1 day, 2 day, I can see difference. To get back my spiritual strength will take at least 4-5 days time.
Yeah.
Even to just 1 day, if I go to my village and spend time with them. That's why it is very, very dangerous to associate with the non-devotees.
Yes.
Subtly, it will make difference. Subtly, it will make difference. The food we eat, sometimes we cannot avoid. Of course, in my house, I cannot avoid because they are vegetarians. They're vegetarian. No, they don't eat onion garlic. So that's why they will ask me to eat something. So I have to eat something. So when I eat, then I can see the difference.
Yeah.
By eating the contaminated food. So if you are spending time with the non-devotees, you can tell all this to your wife, and then
Yes, Prabhu.
ask him to stay away from the association as much as possible. I think it is not so difficult in the Western countries, right?
Yeah.
India only, there are a lot of drama will happen, like,
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, Prabhu. Aditya Prabhu is here. You reached Prabhu, Aditya Prabhu?
Prabhupada. Yes, Prabhu, I reached. Already missing the temple association.
Let me see.
Already missing the temple association, Prabhu.
But we are also missing you.
Actually, Prabhu, the thing is that the moment I came out of temple and like I got in the bus, From then, my mind has been irritating me non-stop. Like in the sense, a lot of thoughts, a lot of bad thoughts, a lot of judgmental thoughts, a lot of things like that. And I realize that every time I go to the temple, I have a fall down. It's like in a week. But now, before, like I used to fall down every single day. But now in a week, it's like one time I fall down. Then others 4 5 days I'll be careful. Then I'll come to temple. But the ratio of fall down has reduced. But still, I'm falling down, Prabhu.
Don't worry about the fall down.
Okay.
The more, if you are, the more you worry about that, you are thinking about that.
Yes, Prabhu.
Why you think about fall down? No, don't count the yearly once or weekly once, 3 times, 4 times. Why?
Yes.
Why do you count that?
Yes, Prabhu.
Of course,
Yes,
like
Prabhu.
when you're fighting with Maya, sometimes you have to fall. Then you wake up and fight. That is
Yes,
common,
Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
See, eventually you must do your service. That is your duty.
Yes, Prabhu.
That's why devotional service is not about success or failure.
Understood.
So if you fall down, can I quit Krishna consciousness?
No.
Oh, I'm falling down. I'm not fit. Maybe next life, let me stop my chanting now. Or can you do this?
No, Prabhu.
Either you fall down or don't fall down. Your duty is to chant Krishna's name and wake up in the morning.
Understood, Prabhu.
The main fall down is that you don't wake up in the morning.
Yes, Prabhu.
Fall down doesn't mean that you're breaking four principles. That's why in ISKCON, people say that definition of fall down means breaking four principles. That's how normally
Yes,
people
Prabhu.
think.
Yes, Prabhu.
Definition of fall down is not breaking principle. Definition of fall down means spiritually you're falling down. Your conscious is coming down. That is called falling down.
Understood, Prabhu.
If your conscious is going up, you are getting actually elevated. And the conscious
Understood,
is
Prabhu.
coming down. Up means what? Going up means, going towards the concept of understanding yourself as soul.
Able to do service better, able to wake up early in the morning, able to come more to the
Yes.
temple.
So
Understood,
these
Prabhu.
are the spiritual activities.
So if once when this
If
is
you
this is
are
back on
huh?
once I'm back on track with the morning thing, I will be able to control my lust and other bad habits, right, Prabhu?
See the point, yes. The point is that we fall down because you're associating with the Rajasa and Tamas guna.
Understood,
Rajas and
Prabhu.
Tamas. Understand?
Understood, Prabhu.
So we fall down because we are associating with the Rajas and Tamas.
Yes, Prabhu.
So you should learn how to associate with Sadduguna.
Understood, Prabhu.
The more and more associate with Sadduguna, then you don't fall down. You see, just third canto, 28th chapter, verse number 8.
Just a minute, Prabhu. I'm just
7. Start from 7. Start from 7. One verse before 7. Not 28, 29. Read this translation. Aditya Prabhu, you are there?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I'm so sorry. I just got disconnected for a minute. Shall I read this, Prabhu?
Yeah, read the translation.
Okay. Lord Kapila, the personality of God, had replied, "O noble lady, there are multifarious parts of devotional service in terms of the different qualities of the executor.
Perfect.
Pure devotional service in Krishna consciousness is one because in pure devotional service, there is no demand from the devotees to be fulfilled by the Lord. But generally, people take to devotional service with a purpose, as stated in Bhagavad Gita. People who are not purified take to devotional service with four purposes. A person who is distressed because of material conditions become a devotee of the Lord and approaches the Lord for mitigation of his distress. A person in need of money approaches the Lord to ask for some improvement in his monetary condition. Others who are not not in distress or in need of monetary assistance, but are seeking knowledge in order to understand the absolute truth, also take the devotional service. And they inquire into the nature of the Supreme Lord. This is very nicely described in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, verse 16. Actually, the path of devotional service is one without a second, but according to the devotee's condition, devotional service appears in multifarious varieties, as will be nicely explained in the following verses.
So we are not trained to become one of the four.
Understood, Prabhu.
Prabhupada is not training us to become Artho, Artharthi, Jignasu, Jnani. You know the 716, right? Or we
Yes,
can quickly go and come, go to 716 and go there and come.
Yes, Prabhu. O
Yeah.
best among the Bharatas, four kinds of pious men begin to render devotional service unto me: the distressed, the desire of wealth, the inquisitive, and he who is searching for the knowledge of the absolute.
So this is the four kind of pious people. So some go
Understood.
to the temple for money. Go to the next one, 717 also. Some go to the temple for, some come to Krishna for money, some come for, to remove the distress, and some come for knowledge, some come for questioning. But see next verse.
Of these, the one who is in full knowledge and who is always engaged in pure devotional service is the best, for I am very dear to him and he is dear to me.
So if you are simply after knowledge, you are called as Jnani. There are so many so-called Vaishnava people. They speak only philosophy, but practically they don't do anything.
Understood,
But our
Prabhu.
movement, this was according to 717, knowledge and service. That's how Prabhupada trained us. See, go to
Yes,
the
Prabhu.
717 Sanskrit.
Yes, Prabhu.
717. You see
Yeah,
here, Tesham Jnani Nitya Yukta Eka Bhaktir Vishishyate. So Eka Bhakti means what? Eka Bhakti. Eka Bhakti means unalloyed devotional service. Eka
understood,
means
Prabhu.
one. Eka means one. Bhakti means devotional service. Eka Bhakti means nothing. Ananya Bhakti. Vishishyate is very special. Vishesha is very special. Priyogi Jnanodyartam Aham Sacha Mama Priya. So we are, Prabhupada is training people, devotees, to come to this level, not on the four categories.
Understood,
In other
Prabhu.
words, Prabhupada is teaching us to be a pure devotional service. And now you
Understood.
go to 7, 327, 7.
7.
No, just now we read, no? 327, 7.
Yes, Prabhu.
329, 7. See that Prabhupada first line.
Lord
Pure
Kapila, the person
devotional service in Krishna
of the
consciousness
purpose.
is one. Read the beginning.
Yes, pure devotional service in Krishna consciousness is one, because in pure devotional service, there is no demand from the devotee to be fulfilled by the Lord.
So we don't have any demands, right? So it is actually pure devotional service. You may not have pure devotional service, but you are progressing towards pure devotional service. So you should not think about, either it is success or failure, I am falling down or not falling down, how many times I'm falling down. You don't need to count all these things. Read the next verse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, just a minute. Yeah. Devotional service executed by a person who's envious, proud, violent, and angry, and who's a separatist, is considered to be in the mode of darkness.
So if you are in Rajogun, you also practice Krishna consciousness, but you will have always, envious and then proud and then violent and anger. So these will be the qualities you will have.
Yes, Prabhu.
And this is actually called, these are all impure devotional service. Clear? So this is because even though you are chanting Hare Krishna, maybe even sometimes 16 rounds. கடைக்கு போகணும்னு சொன்னாரு எதுக்கு இல்ல அந்த கடை தான் என்ன போயிடும் ஓ இது கண்ணாடி ஏற்ற முடியல கொஞ்சம் ப்ராப்ளம் ஆகும் என்ன போதும் கல்ல பார்த்தா ஓகே தான் சாரி
No problem, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu, I can hear you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu, I can hear you.
Wait, I'm not connected. I can talk?
Yes, Prabhu, we can hear you, Prabhu.
Wait, Yeah, I'm just, my AirPod is not connected. You can speak?
Yes, Prabhu. Uh,
அதனால கிடையாது. அதனால கிடையாது. Okay, disturb ஆகுது. Okay. Hare Krishna, can you hear me now?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. We can hear you, Prabhu.
Yeah, I also can hear you, but it's not connected to airport. I don't know why.
Okay.
Why it is not connecting to airport? Yes, you try. Tell me. It's not connecting.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear us, Prabhu?
I can hear, but little
Okay.
volume
Okay.
is less.
Okay. So I'll just read out the translation once again.
Can you read louder?
Yes, Prabhu. Devotional service executed by a person who is envious, proud, violent, and angry, and who is a separatist, is considered to be in the mode of darkness.
Yeah. So, okay, this is what I was saying.
Understood, Prabhu.
Yeah. So this is the devotion service when you are in ignorance. Okay, next one. There is the
Shall I
purpose.
read? Yes, Prabhu, just a minute. Sami Prabhu, could you just show me the purport? No, the previous verse ka purport, Prabhu.
That is the one. For previous verse, you not read, huh?
No, the verse was that the purport was not read, Prabhu. It has already been stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, second chapter, that the highest, most glorious religion is the attainment of costless, unmotivated devotional service. In pure devotional service, the only motive should be to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is not actually a motive, that is a pure condition of the living entity. In the conditioned stage, when one engages in devotional service, should follow the instruction of the bona fide spiritual master in full surrender. Spiritual master is the manifested representation of the Supreme Lord, because he receives and presents the instructions of the Lord as they are by disciplic succession. It is described in Bhagavad Gita that the teachings therein should be received by disciplic succession, otherwise there is adulteration. To act under the direction of a bona fide spiritual master with a motive to satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead is pure devotional service. But if one has a motive for personal sense gratification, his devotional services is manifested differently. Such a man may be violent, proud, envious, angry, and his interests are separate from the Lord's. One who approaches the Supreme Lord to render devotional service, but who is proud of his personality, envious of others, or vengeful, is in the mode of anger. He thinks that he is the best devotee. Devotional service executed in this way is not pure. It is mixed, and it is of the lowest grade. Tamasa, Srila Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakura advises that a Vaishnava who is not of a good character should be avoided. A Vaishnava is one who has taken the Supreme Personality of Godhead as the ultimate goal of life. But if one is not pure and still has motives, then is not a Vaishnava of the first order of good character. One may offer his respects to such a Vaishnava because he has accepted the Supreme Lord as the ultimate goal of life. But one should not keep company with a Vaishnava who is in the mode of ignorance.
Clear. So this is actually all about the devotional service when you are in ignorance. Now this is next is Rajogun. Read this.
The worship of deities in the temple by a separatist with the motive for material enjoyment, fame, and opulence is devotion in the mode of passion. The word separatist must be understood carefully. The Sanskrit word in this connection are Bhinna Dark and Pritag Bhava. The separate is one who sees his interest as separate from that of the Supreme Lord. Mixed devotees or devotees in the modes of passion and ignorance think that the interest of the Supreme Lord is supplying the orders of the devotee. Orders of the devotee. Just a minute. The interest of such devotees is to draw from the Lord as much as possible for their sense gratification. This is the separatist mentality. Actually, pure devotion is explained in the previous chapter. The mind of the Supreme Lord and the mind of the devotee should be dovetailed. A devotee should not wish anything but to execute the desire of the Supreme, that is oneness. When the devotee has an interest or will different from the interest of the Supreme Lord, his mentality is that of a separatist. When the so-called devotee desires material enjoyment without reference to the interest of the Supreme Lord, or he wants to become famous or opulent by utilizing the mercy or grace of the Supreme Lord, He's in the mode of passion. Mayavadis, however, interpret this word separateness in a different way. They say that while worshipping the Lord, one should think himself one with the Supreme Lord. That is another adulterated form of devotion within the modes of material nature. The conception that the living entity is one with Supreme is in the mode of ignorance. Oneness is actually based on oneness of interest. A pure devotee has no interest but to act on behalf of the Supreme Lord. When one has even a tinge of material interest, his devotion is mixed with the three modes of material nature.
This is Rajogun. The next
Understood.
one.
When a devotee worships the Supreme Personality of Godhead and offers the results of his activities in order to free himself from the inebrities of fruitive activities, his devotion is in the mode of goodness. The Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudras, along with the Brahmacharis, Grasas, Vanapasas, and Sannyasis, are the members of the eighth division of Varnas and Ashramas. They have their respective duties to perform for the satisfaction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When such activities are performed and the results are offered to Supreme Lord, they are called karmarpanam. Duties performed for the satisfaction of the Lord. If there is any inebriety or fault, it is atoned for by this offering. But if this offering is in the mode of goodness rather than in pure devotion, then the interest is different. The four ashramas and the four varnas act for some benefit in accordance with the personal interest. Therefore, such activities are in the mode of goodness. They cannot be counted in the category of pure devotion. Pure devotional service as described by Rupa Goswami is free from all material desires. Anya Bilashita Sunya. There can be no excuse for personal or material interest. Devotional activity should be transcendental to fruitive activities and empiric philosophical speculation. Pure devotional service is transcendental to all material qualities. Devotional service in the mode of ignorance, passion, and goodness can be divided into 81 categories. There are different devotional activities such as hearing, chanting, remembering, worshipping, offering prayers, rendering service, and surrendering everything. And each of them can be divided into three qualitative categories. There is hearing in the mode of passion, in the mode of ignorance, and the mode of goodness. Similarly, there is chanting in the mode of ignorance, passion, and goodness, etc. 3 multiplied by 9 equals 27, and when again multiplied by 3, it becomes 81. One has to transcend all such mixed materialistic devotional service in order to reach the standard of pure devotional service as explained in the next verse.
Even though we are chanting, but our chanting is actually not a pure chanting.
Yes,
Even
Prabhu.
though we are serving, our service is not a pure devotional service.
Yes,
But
Prabhu.
luckily, like by our past karma, we got a spiritual master who is teaching us pure devotional service, not the devotional service in goodness or passion, ignorance.
Yes, Prabhu.
That is why we don't aspire for like running after karma kanda session or karma jnana, nothing. We are just after only bhakti,
Yes,
pure
Prabhu.
devotional service. So
Yes,
you don't worry about all your fall downs and all those things, but understand that you must associate with goodness.
Understood, Prabhu.
Automatically, I mean, if you go to college, you don't worry about the failure.
Okay.
You will try to do only develop the knowledge, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
The more you get the knowledge, then why you worry about the failure? No need to meditate on the failure. What if I fail? How many times I fail? How many areas I've got? No, that is useless. But the point is that you should always think that, no, I should, like learn more so that I will not fail.
Understood.
Similarly, you associate with goodness more and more and more and more. So you have to understand that if you don't wake up in the morning, you are that is fall down.
Understood, Prabhu.
Not about breaking principles.
Understood,
Breaking
Prabhu.
principle is related to your previous habits.
Yes, Prabhu.
But now you're doing something present, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
The presently you are again doing mistake. That is
Yes,
missing morning program.
understood, Prabhu.
So that fall down means not waking up in the morning.
Understood, Prabhu.
So that you do this. You have to start thinking like that. Because in ISKCON moment, now it's okay. Fall down means breaking four principles.
Yes,
No,
Prabhu.
not like that. Your conscious is coming down means you're falling down. Alert.
Understood, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Being alert, immediately,
Yes, Prabhu.
immediately, you should do this.
Yes, Prabhu.
This
And
Bhagavad Gita 341. You see 341?
okay. Shall I read it out, Prabhu?
Yeah, great.
Therefore, O Arjuna, the best of the Bharatas, in the very beginning, in the very beginning, curb this great symbol of sin, lust, by regulating the senses and slay this destroyer of knowledge and self-realization. The Lord advised Arjuna to regulate the senses from the very beginning so he could curb the greatest sinful enemy, lust, which destroys the urge for self realization and specific knowledge of of the self. Jnana refers to knowledge of self as distinguished from non self, or in other words, knowledge the spirit soul is not the body. Vijayana refers to specific knowledge of the spirit soul's constitutional position and its relationship to the Supreme Lord. It is explained thus in the Srimad Bhagavatam. ज्ञानां परमगुह्यं मे यद् विज्ञान समान्वितं सरहस्यं तदङ्गं च गृह्णागदितं maya. The knowledge of the self and supreme self is very confidential and very mysterious, but such knowledge and specific realization can be understood if explained with their various aspects by the Lord Himself. Bhagavad Gita gives us that general and specific knowledge of the self. The living entities are part and parcel of the Lord, and therefore they are simply meant to serve the Lord. This consciousness is called Krishna consciousness. So, from the very beginning of life, one has to learn this Krishna consciousness, and thereby one may become fully Krishna conscious and act accordingly. Lust is only the perverted reflection of the love of God, which is natural for every living entity. But if one is educated in Krishna consciousness from the very beginning, the natural love of God cannot deteriorate into lust. When love of God deteriorates into lust, it is very difficult to return to the normal condition. Nonetheless, Krishna consciousness is so powerful that even a late beginner can become a lover of God by following the regulative principles of devotional service. So, from any stage of life, or from the time of understanding its urgency, one can begin regulating the senses in Krishna consciousness, devotional service of the Lord, and turn lust into love of God at the highest perfection stage of human life.
So what a nice purport Prabhupada is giving.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, any stage
Yes.
of life, any stage of life, we have to do this.
Yes,
No
Prabhu.
need to worry about, how I fall down today.
Yes,
Don't
Prabhu.
miss Mangalarati. Don't just. Let's go to chapter 6, verse 40.
Okay.
Not 40.
Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Son of Pritha, a transcendentalist engaged in auspicious activities, does not meet with destruction either in this
No,
world
not
or
this,
in the...
not this, not this.
Okay.
Not this. 35. Then Arjuna questioned how to control the mind. This is what Krishna answered. 35.
Yes, Prabhu. Lord Sri Krishna said, O mighty arm son of Kunti, it is undoubtedly very difficult to curb the restless mind, but it is possible by suitable practice and by detachment. Purport. The difficulty of
There are
controlling
two
the...
words important here. The Sanskrit word Abhyasena Vairagyena. Abhyasena means practice.
Yes, Prabhu.
Vairagya means detachment.
Detachment.
Detachment means simple living.
Understood, Prabhu.
For you, for your age, and then your level, you must understand that detachment means simple living.
Understood, Prabhu.
No need to complicate the life by going for this and that. Simple living. Abhyasana means practicing, just like waking up in the morning and chant Hare Krishna. And then that is actually Abhyasana.
Understood, Prabhu.
So when you do this, then automatically you can curb the lust.
Understood,
Then you
Prabhu.
can control the mind.
Understood.
Clear? Now you go to 3:29. 10 finished? 10 or 11? Go to 10.
Shall I read this, Prabhu?
What is this number?
329.
No, not Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavatam 3:29:10.
Okay.
Was it
3:29:10? You read this? Next one, 11:11. Read the 11. You read this passion, ignorance, and
Yes,
goodness,
Prabhu.
right?
We did that, Prabhu.
Now
Yes,
you
Prabhu.
go to the next verse, next one, 11.
The
Yeah, now we read this.
manifestation. The manifestation of unadulterated devotional service is exhibited when one's mind is at once attracted to hearing the transcendental name and qualities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who's residing in everyone's heart. Just as the water of the Ganges flows naturally down towards the ocean, such devotional ecstasy, uninterrupted by any material condition, flows towards the Supreme Lord.
This
But
is pure devotional service, irrespective of the gunas.
understood, Prabhu.
Bypassing the gunas. So that is why what it is mentioned, the name and the qualities
Yes, Prabhu.
and the pastimes of Krishna. That is why our program is so simple. Wake up in the morning, chant Hare Krishna. Means you are taking advantage of his name. Hare
Yes,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. When you chant like that, then automatically, your mind is actually becoming, controlled, to think of Krishna, and that is taking you beyond the gunas.
yes, Prabhu.
So then what happened? Automatically, the Ganges has to flow to the ocean.
Yes,
Nothing can
Prabhu.
stop.
Yes,
Even if there
Prabhu.
is a building on the way, or
Yes,
you
Prabhu.
make some, like a dam, whatever, it will make some hole and try to come out.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, how long you can hold Ganges?
Yes, Prabhu.
It's not possible. You can try to hold for some time, but it's not possible.
Understood, Prabhu.
So this is actually devotional service in pure goodness. It is
Understood,
Harihi
Prabhu.
Nirguna Shak Nirguna. It is in no material guna.
Understood.
Purport.
The manifestation of purpose. Sorry, the basic principle of this unadulterated pure devotional service is love of Godhead. Madguna Sruti Matrena means just after hearing about the transcendental qualities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, these qualities are called Nirguna. The Supreme Lord is uncontaminated by the modes of the material nature, therefore is attracted to the pure devotee. There is no need to practice meditation to attain such attraction. The pure devotee is already in the transcendental stage. An affinity between him and the Supreme Personality of Godhead is natural and is compared to the Ganges water flowing towards the sea. The flow of Ganges water cannot be stopped by any condition. Similarly, pure devotee's attraction for the transcendental name, form, and pastimes of Supreme Godhead cannot be stopped by any material condition. The word avichinna, without interruptions, is very important in this connection. No material condition can stop the flow of devotional service of a pure devotee. The word ahai tuki means without reason. A pure devotee does not render loving service to the personality of Godhead for any cause or for any benefit, material or spiritual. This is the first symptom of unalloyed devotion. Anya bhilashita shunyam. He has no desire to fulfill by rendering devotional service. Such devotional service is meant for the Purushottama, the Supreme Personality of God, and not for anyone else. Sometimes pseudo devotees show devotion to many demigods, thinking the forms of demigods to be the same as Supreme Personality of Godhead's form. It is specifically mentioned herein, however, the Bhakti devotional service is meant only for the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayana, Vishnu, or Krishna, not for anyone else. Avyahita means without cessation. A pure devotee must engage in the service of the Lord 24 hours a day without cessation. His life is so molded that every minute and every second he engages in some sort of devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Another meaning of the word avyahita is that the interest of the devotee and the interest of the Supreme Lord are now on the same level. The devotee has no interest but to fulfill the transcendental desire of the Supreme Lord. Such spontaneous service unto the Supreme Lord is transcendental and is never contaminated by the material modes of nature. These are the symptoms of pure devotional service, free from all contaminations of material nature.
Yeah. So this is why. So don't worry. Don't worry about your fall down and all those things.
Understood, Prabhu. Yes,
Just
Prabhu.
carry on. It's a duty to engage in devotional service.
Yes, Prabhu.
Grahita ko vanita ko sada hari bole ko. Sukhi dukhi bolana ko sada hari naam ko bolo de. Either your happiness or distress or your grasta mashari, sada hari bolo. Always chant Hari's name, right?
Understood, Prabhu.
So that is your duty. Good,
Yes,
you're
Prabhu.
making good progress. Carry on.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
Anything else? Actually, I got logged off and logged in, so all the chat messages left. I mean,
Actually,
I lost it. All the chat messages.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, can I ask a quick question, Prabhu?
Yes.
Yeah, Prabhu, actually, I cannot talk for long because already my mom caught me. I told her, little bit harshly, I spoke to her and I came away. So she's a little bit in the room now. But I have two questions, Prabhu. So number one, when I wake up in the morning and I'm chanting, after about 5 or 6 rounds, I find that my mind, wavers a little bit here and there, and I have to try my best to hear the holy name. So, but I sometimes after even chanting, I feel like, like I could have done better. I could have chanted better. I don't feel that much satisfaction sometimes, especially in the last few rounds, because sometimes I'm unable to control my mind wavering. So, how do I increase my concentration while chanting, and how do I hear more attentively, Prabhu? Is there anything that can be done?
No, if you are not getting satisfied, if you're not feeling satisfied with your chanting, it is a good symptoms. Even Rupa Goswami was not satisfied. So it
Ah,
should
yes,
not
Prabhu.
get satisfied. Okay, now I am chanting well, I am a pure devotee now. That is dangerous to think like that.
Yes, Prabhu.
No, nothing. You see, now you're able to chant. He listened up to 5, 6 rounds. It's a success, That itself is a great thing. Carry on, carry on, keep doing. Because, like, ultimately, your lust has to transform into prema, Karma has to transform to prema. Right?
Yes, Prabhu.
Since time immemorial, you are suffering with this body. Hope you know this verse, right? Since time immemorial. There's a verse in Bhagavatam. You are identifying with the mind. Since time immemorial. 10th canto.
Actually, Prabhu, like I'm a little bit fearful of getting caught. So can someone else read, Prabhu? Like, because
Yeah,
maybe
no
if I read
problem,
and
no
she
problem. Yeah, you can read. And others can read and
Which one is it?
no, there's a word. Since time immemorial, we are born to the body. Yeah. All are good. You can read. You can read that whatever related 107732. Read this, Swami Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. By virtue of self-realization fortified by service rendered to his feet, devotees of the Lord dispel the bodily concept of life, which has bewildered the soul since time immemorial. Thus they attain eternal glory in his personal association. How, then, can the supreme truth, the destination of all genuine saints, be subject to illusion?
So there is no question of illusion but the point is that we are bewildered for since time immemorial, identifying that we are the body. Next one. 11.11.4.
O most intelligent Uddhava, the living entity called Jiva is part and parcel of me, but due to ignorance he has been suffering in material bondage since time immemorial. By knowledge, however, he can be liberated.
See.
Just as woven cloth rests on the expansion of lengthwise and crosswise threads, similarly, the entire universe is expanded on the lengthwise and crosswise potency of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and is situated within him. The conditioned soul has been accepting material bodies since time immemorial, and these bodies are like great trees sustaining one's material existence. Just as a tree first blossoms and then produces fruit, similarly, the tree of material existence, one's material body, produces the various results of material existence.
There are so many words like that. No. But the point is that we are covered with illusion since time immemorial. Recently, however, you gotten back Krishna consciousness. So you wait, you have to wait patiently. If you're able to chant at least 5, 6 rounds without disturbance from mind, that itself is a great success. Of course, it is good. It is good to feel not contained by the happiness you get with your chanting. So keep doing, keep chanting. And then slowly it will increase. Your concentration will increase. The Nama Prabhu, he can give everything.
Just one more doubt regarding this, Prabhu. So sometimes when I was observing, like in the morning session, when I see senior devotees chanting, like Nimainitai Prabhu, and sometimes yourself also, I find that you chant in a reasonable pace, not too fast, not too slow. So does this like not rushing the rounds and like at least trying to hear each round and like properly each name properly? Does this also help in
No,
more
not
clarity
like
in
that. You
chanting?
see, the point is that it's not about whether you chant fast or slow, because everybody's tongue is different. Like some cannot, like speak fast, and some cannot, like when you stammer, when you speak fast, you get stammering. So for some people, the tongue twists nicely. So then you can chant fast, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, you can fast. But if you cannot, then you can chant slow. So it depends upon person to person. So you don't compare other people. As long as the words are clear, and then you are not, missing the mantra, the syllables, your pace is all right, and you're able to focus on the sound vibration. That is all right. Should be able to focus on the sound vibration, and then the word should be very clear. That is the most important thing. So for that, what you can do is that once in a while, you can randomly record your chanting. Record for a minute. And then you can play and hear, are you chanting clearly or not? Because there are two things. One, your mind chanting. Next one is your tongue chanting. So the mind will think I'm chanting properly, but the tongue will skip the words. It happens sometimes. Your mind will think that you're chanting properly. For example, they would chant like that. But in their mind, they are chanting the whole mantra, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. But executing Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, they chant like that. That is why what you should do is that you will think you're chanting properly, but you're not chanting properly. So what you should do once in a while, you can record. You can record and keep it for a minute, and then you can play. And recording means, it should be, like, okay, now I'm recording, you chant properly. Not like that. You should do chant normally, how you're chanting always, and then you record. And then you hear, then you identify whether I am chanting properly or not. So don't compare other people, Don't compare your chanting with other people.
Yes,
it's not about the slow or fast. It's one of the
clarity.
tips because I have seen some devotees. They will skip some mantra. Then I ask him, "You're chanting?" No, I'm chanting properly. They will say. Well, then of course, I did not argue with them. Then I understood. Yes, the mind chanting and the physical chanting is different. So
Yes,
you do
Prabhu.
this now and then.
Yes,
It will help. Yeah. Is it okay?
Prabhu, so,
Prabhu? Yes.
yeah, Prabhu.
Yeah.
So the clarity, so pace does not matter, but the clarity of the syllables matter. And second of all,
yes,
I must try
to focus on that. That's it. Because sometimes when you chant very slow, also you sleep. For example, some devotee, Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu.
One devotee came to the temple, he was saying, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I said, what are you doing? No, I am chanting sincerely. No, your mind will go somewhere else if you chant like that. So you should be reasonable pace because you are not doing a bhajan here. No? You are not doing kirtan. You are actually doing japa, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. You chant like that.
Yes,
don't compare your chanting with other people.
Yes,
and don't
Prabhu,
try
yes.
to match your chanting with Prabhupada also. Somebody would does this mistake. I should match my chanting with Prabhupada chanting. So they will try to compete. Prabhupada goes slow, they also go slow. Prabhupada go fast, they also go fast. That is also not right. You can chant along with Prabhupada, not the speed of Prabhupada. Not required. It's called Anukaran. Anukaran means imitating the spiritual master. Anucharan means you follow the instruction of Prabhupada. Is it okay?
Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Actually, I have one more question, Prabhu.
Yes.
So, is there any Shastric like viewpoint of Sikhism So is the Guru Nanak? I heard that he was a guru. He was a devotee of Lord Jagannath. Is it like that? Is it true? And what is Sikhism? Is it also like a third class, fourth class philosophy, or is it like a cheating religion?
Now it's all religions are cheated now, cheating because nobody is following now. There is a
Yes, Prabhu.
meeting of Guru Nanak meeting Nityananda Prabhu. It is recorded somewhere. I don't know where it is. Guru Nanak and Nityananda Prabhu met each other, and then they are discussing about Hari, about Krishna. They're discussing. But now everything is gone to, even we talk about Christian religion, they're eating meat. They're doing all nonsense things. Now you can say
Yes,
Jesus
Prabhu.
is a guru, but what about the Christian religion? Similarly, Guru Nanak may be a devotee of Krishna, but what about Sikhism now? What about Hinduism? Everything is cheating now. That's why it is Bhagavatam 1:1:1. What does it say?
Those who are completely pure.
1:1:2, 1:1:2, right? Prochit, Dharma Prochit, Kaitava Dharma, Dharmo Nirmatsarana. Yeah, Dharma Prochita Kaitavarta, Paramo Nirmatsaranam Satam, Vedyam Vatsavam Atra, Vastu Sivadam, Tapatrayo Mulanam. Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krite Kimba Parainishvara Sadyo Hridi Avarudyate Atra Kritibihi Sushu Subistat Kshanad. The translation. In this word, especially, dharma means religion. Word to word. Word to word. Dharma. Dharma means religiosity. Prochita. Prochita means rejecting. Kaitava. Kaitava means covered with fruitive intentions. So anything that is having this karma kanda session, it is actually called as cheating religion. So this Bhagavatam is there to reject all the prochita, Kaitava dharma, cheating religions. Parama nirmatsaranam. So nirmatsara means, matsara means envy. Matsara means envy. Nirmatsarana means those who doesn't have any envy. That's why Prabhupada mentioned that 100% pure in heart. Nirmatsara. Matsara means he has no envious or enmity with anybody. This is only for those people, this Bhagavatam Satam, the devotees. Need the translation?
Yes,
Yeah,
Prabhu.
Sami Prabhu. You can read? Or somebody else want to read?
Prabhu, I'll read Prabhu. But if
Yeah.
I mute, that means that someone has come in. So please don't take it wrong. Yeah. So completely rejecting all religious activities which are materially motivated. This Bhagavad Purana propounds the highest truth, which is understandable by those devotees who are fully pure in heart. The highest truth is reality distinguished from illusion for the welfare of all. Such truth uproots the threefold miseries. This beautiful Bhagavatam, compiled by the great sage Vyasadeva in his maturity, is sufficient in itself for God realization. What is the need for any other scripture? As soon as one attentively and submissively hears the message of the Bhagavatam, by this culture of knowledge, the Supreme Lord is established within his heart.
Understood.
Yes,
So
Prabhu.
everything is cheating. Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, everything is cheating religion. Everything is cheating because everything is about the fruitive results, right? So we don't need to compare which is more cheating, which is less cheating. Stool is a stool, But of course, Guru Nanak is a devotee of Krishna, no doubt about that. Nityananda Prabhu and Guru Nanak met. I don't know where is the evidence. I've heard devotees telling this story. Maybe you can
Prabhu,
ask
Guru
Nimai
Nanak
Prabhu.
is pure devotee?
Yeah, otherwise Nityananda Prabhu was meeting him, no?
Oh,
Nityananda
so he's
Prabhu
pure.
met and spoke. Yeah. Otherwise, why Nityananda will waste time with him?
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, Prabhu.
Yeah, you can ask Nimai Prabhu for this. He can give you more details. Or Tatil
Yes,
Prabhu.
Prabhu.
They can give more details on this.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay.
Yes, Prabhu.
Anything else from Karthi Prabhu? Or some more questions?
Actually, I have many questions, Prabhu, But
Okay.
right now, I would like to introduce Ganga Prabhu. I think he joined. Is he
No, he
still there?
joined,
Yeah,
huh?
he's there. Yes, Prabhu, he's
Good,
there.
good, good.
And,
Okay.
so
Okay,
yeah,
Hare Krishna. So before we go to that, there is a question from Saurav Prabhu. So not able to wake up in the morning is the biggest fall down, right? Yeah, it is actually initial. It may not be the biggest fall down, but that is the foundation of the fall down. And there it starts. Everything starts from that. So that where you put all the columns in a building, is it the biggest part of the construction? Yeah, may not be visible much, but if you erect that column in the wrong place, then building collapse. What about the soil? What kind of soil is that? Is it required? Is a big factor to build a temple? Yes. The soil test will cost only 25,000 rupees or 30,000 rupees at the maximum. It is negligible when you compare to building cost, but that is actually the most important thing. Similarly, not waking up in the morning is not a big crime. It's not that you break the principle if you don't wake up in the morning. It is not like that. But when you don't wake up in the morning, you are associating with the Rajogun and Tamu. You're completely, giving up the time mentioned to elevate to, goodness. In this verse is there, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Urdhvam Gachanti Satvastha. You know this verse? Urdhvam, 15th chapter, Bhagavad Gita. No, 14:18. You can go. You can go to 14:18. Saurav, you are there? Saurav Prabhu, you are available? You are listening? Saurav, you are listening?
Oh, he's not there right now.
Left, huh?
yes, Prabhu.
Oh my God. Okay. Okay, read this. Others can see. Read the purport. See the translation. Sujit, you are there?
Yes, Sujit Prabhu is there.
Is able to talk? Who is talking? Sujit Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Read the translation.
Yes, Prabhu. Those situated in the mode of goodness gradually go upward to the higher planets. Those in the mode of passion live on the earthly planets, and those in the abominable mode of ignorance go down to the hellish worlds.
So if you don't take advantage of the time allotted for mode of goodness, then you go down. So if you don't wake up in the morning, you have to understand that you are making a spiritual suicide. You are digging your own graveyard. Is it clear? That is why, of course, he's not there. The one who asked the question is not there. That is why it is very important to, wake up in the morning. So maybe somebody who is in touch with you can give this answer. Who is in touch with Saurav Prabhu? Who is in touch with him? Nobody.
I'm not sure if personally, but in the group he writes a lot, so I can share it in there.
Yeah, you can tell him. You can tell him.
Yes, Prabhu.
And Sujay Prabhu is asking a question. Prabhu, I am going to my aunt's house in US for study if I get the visa. How can I avoid getting materialistic and association of materialistic people and relative there? So when you are associated with materialistic people, then you get materialistic desire. How to avoid that? How to avoid that? Why you have to go there first of all? You have to make your choice favorable for devotional service. Sujay, you are there? You are there? Are you hearing? He's online, but no reply. Oh, okay. Message.
No, Prabhu. He
Message.
messaged.
Okay. Yeah.
Now also Saurabh Prabhu came back.
Saurabh Prabhu, you are there? Okay, I'll come back to Sujay's answer. I just finished answering your question. You are not there.
Yes, Prabhuji. I actually
Yeah,
lost connect, sir.
you read the translation of this verse that is available on the screen.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Read.
1 minute. Yes, Prabhuji. Translation. Those situated in the mode of goodness gradually go upward to the higher planets. Those in the mode of passion live on the earthly planets, and those in the abominable modes of ignorance go down to the hellish worlds.
So when you don't wake up in the morning,
Yes,
you are
Prabhuji.
missing. You are actually wasting the time allotted for goodness. So when you wake up late, then you are taking advantage of mode of passion,
Yes,
and then
Prabhuji.
lately with mode of ignorance. Why you cannot wake up in the morning? Because we sleep late, right?
Yes, Prabhuji, like work, depression, things like this.
Whatever reason, but you are sleeping late. Sleeping late
Yes,
means you're associating with the night too much, which is mentioned for darkness. That is why illicit sex, and then like all that stealing, crime, killing, all violence, everything happen at night. Nighttime is mostly used by rakshasas.
yes,
The
Prabhuji.
demons like to take advantage of nighttime.
Yes,
There is
Prabhuji.
also a verse in Bhagavatam, taking advantage of the night. That is why Mahabharata also, the war was not appreciated at night time. So that's why if you are, due to your work, whatever reason, if you are sleeping late, then you are taking advantage of ignorance. Then naturally you cannot wake up in the morning. Then you are missing the opportunity of goodness. So you wake up in the morning and finish your round in the morning, you feel that your whole day is available for you. Otherwise, you'll be holding the beats, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, but you will not finish your rounds. Like Haridas Thakur, some devotees, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Prabhu, are you chanting 64 rounds? No, Prabhu, 16 rounds only. Round is not getting over, Prabhu. Still 4 rounds, 5 rounds. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Night 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, they will be chanting. Even myself also sometimes, if I cannot finish my rounds in the morning due to some services, that is very difficult. That's why you must wake up in the morning. For that, you must sleep early. You must sleep early.
Yes, yes, Prabhuji.
Somehow you should sleep early. If you cannot sleep early, then you take some rest in the afternoon. Or you chant your rounds and sleep before you go to work. But somehow or other, this Brahma Muhurt has to be used. Otherwise, you are going to hell. You're going to hell. You see this verse? You go down to hell if you're associating with mode of ignorance. You want to go to hell?
No, Prabhuji.
Then you should make use of the daytime, morning time especially. Otherwise, you'll fall down. You can read the purport later. Okay. So is
Yes.
this is a question answered? Any question on this point?
No, Prabhuji.
So that is why we have the japa session. You come and take association, take advantage of this. Every Istagoshti, I'm stressing only this point. Come for japa session, come for japa session, everybody. Of course, some are becoming serious after that, but not all. So you'll come tomorrow for chanting morning?
Yes, yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
Yes, you must come in the morning tomorrow.
4 o'clock
For
sharp
chanting.
start time.
Yeah, but even you can come 5:30 also, okay, 5:15. It will start from 4:30 to 7. That is the time. Any time, because Karthi Prabhu is, he's having college and, he is coming very early. That's fine. That's also good. Sundar Gopalu starts at 1:30 in the morning, chant. So, doesn't matter. But even if you come 5 o'clock, it is fine. Even if you chanting 5 o'clock, 5 to 7, that is a very good time. Even 4 o'clock, doesn't matter. What are you doing? Working or
Prabhuji,
studying?
no, Prabhuji. Still like study going on in university.
Then what is the problem? Then why you cannot wake up?
Actually, Prabhuji, I actually facing a big problem. I want to share with you actually.
Yeah.
Actually, actually, I am interacting with some kind of toxic person. So my mental condition is not very good state now.
What is it? Why? Why your mental condition not good?
Actually, there are like some toxic person who actually I am interacting every day. So I am not
Proxy
very good.
person.
Toxic person, Prabhuji, means
Toxic
that
person.
person.
Why you're associating with them? Why you associating with toxic persons?
Because they are like my classmate. You cannot do anything. Like there is project in university. So you need to continue talking with them, right?
Suppose if you are going in a bus to a particular place
Yes,
and
Prabhuji.
you're sitting with somebody in the bus, if the person is a drunkard guy, you will also start drinking.
No,
You're going in a bus and the guy sitting next to you is a drunkard. Oh, Prabhuji is drinking, I am also drinking. Do you say that?
no, no.
So similarly, in the material world, you cannot completely avoid the non-devotee association. So you have to minimize and just keep it in that level. Suppose you have college friends and you have to associate with them for the project and talk only for the project. Don't talk more than that. Don't talk more than that. You see, this example is given in Srimad Bhagavatam, how we have to associate with non-devotees. 119, 119:39. Yes, you go there. Read the translation.
O powerful Brahmana, it is said that you hardly stay in the houses of men long enough to milk a cow.
So that is what a sadhu want to go to householder house only to drink the milk. So he says associate with them only for the duration of their milking the cow. You'll go to the house, they milk, and they give the milk, you'll drink and come outside. That's it. No more association. And similarly, when you're working in the college and for your project, for your work, for discussion, exams, whatever, just keep it only for that particular duration. Not after that, oh, dude, come on, dude, how are you doing? Can you go for a movie? How is everything? How about the girl? I mean, how about the money? What about the job offer? All these things are not required. So in that case, you are not associating with a toxic person.
Yes, right.
Associating means this is association because we are revealing, revealing one's mind. We are revealing one's mind. That is association. Association means, what is association? Just a minute, let me confirm that. Association means you are giving and taking, means what? You are revealing your inner thoughts. And then you are hearing from the person inner thought. That is association. Just because you are sitting with a friend next to you in a college, doesn't mean that you're associating with him. If you are getting disturbed by them, it means you are actually going more than that. You are crossing the limit. You're talking nonsense with them. You're talking unnecessary things with them. Is it clear?
Yes, Prabhuji, I understand.
Association should be among the devotees. That's now we read now. Friendship should be cemented between. We read that verse, right?
Yes, Prabhuji, yes, Prabhuji. I now understanding these things. So
yeah, friendship should be cemented between similar people. I think 3:29:17, if I'm not wrong. So 3:29:17. Yeah, 3:29:17. Sujati.
The pure devotee should execute devotional service by giving the greatest respect to the spiritual master and the acharyas. He should be
No,
compassionate.
purport. Last paragraph.
Okay, Guru. In Bhagavad Gita, there is reference to Bodhayanta Parasparam, discussing among themselves. Generally, pure devotees utilize their valuable time in chanting and discussing various activities of Lord Krishna or Lord Chaitanya among themselves. There are innumerable books such as Puranas, Mahabharata, Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and Upanishads, which contain countless subjects for discussion among two devotees or more. Friendship should be cemented between persons with mutual interest and understanding.
So the friendship should be cemented between the persons of mutual interest. What is that? What is it?
And understanding.
Understanding. So what is a mutual interest between you and your classmate? What is a mutual interest? What is a mutual interest between you and your class friend?
Only
What is a
study
mutual
related,
interest?
nothing like
Why
only
you should?
study
Why you
related.
should? What is the use of the study? You can study yourself, no? Why you should talk to them? There is no mutual interest. Mutual interest means, you are interested to go to Krishna. He is interested to go to Maya. We are interested to stop this birth and death cycle, and then they
Yes,
want to eternally live in this material world. We want to give up this world, and they want to live forever here.
Yes, sure.
Then how we can have friendship with them? Continue.
Such persons are said to be Sajati of the same caste. The devotee should avoid a person whose character is not fixed in the standard understanding. Even though he may be a Vaishnava or devotee of Krishna, if his character is not correctly representative, then he should be avoided. One should steadily control the senses and the mind and strictly follow the rules and regulations. And he should make friendship with person of the same standard.
Yeah. So just because a person is sitting next to you doesn't mean they're associating with them. Right? He's a classmate, oh, because he is a toxic person, I'm getting toxic. No, you're associating with a toxic person. That is you're getting toxic. Don't associate. Just go there like a milking time. Just go. Can you give me the record? Can you give me the document? Can I get this book? Can I get the book? Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, have a nice tilaka on your forehead, nice kantimala, then they will stay far away from you. You don't have tilaka, then they will come, put their hand on your shoulder, and then comment about the private part of the woman, and then talk about making money, and then talk about all nonsense. You have nice tilaka, and oh, he's actually Swami, Swamiji. They'll even make fun of you as Swamiji. No problem, you say whatever you want, don't come to me. Don't come at this shield, put tilaka and kantiwala. But if you say, no, Prabhu, my place, onion, garlic, no, Prabhu, because I'm eating meat, no, Prabhu. If you're going to say that, means you're not strong. Or you're wearing tilak to college?
No.
Then, if you don't put tilak to college, then what do you expect?
Yes, Prabhuji, that is true.
Put tilak and go to college. Of course, what happens if you put tilak, go to college means one big problem is there. The women will not talk to you. Women will also avoid you. Then that is a big problem you'll face. You will not get girlfriend.
Actually, Prabhuji, like in my university, there is a student who is actually like Vaishnavs. He is also like putting this tilak and thing. Like no teacher also talking with him. Like he is some alien or something like that. They are behaving like with him.
Very good. That's what we want. Understand? Why? What is there to talk to them, Prabhu? What is there? I can talk to them. Tell me. What you can talk to them? Can you talk about Chaitanya Charitamrita to them? Can you talk about renunciation to them? What you can talk to them? Why you should talk to them first of all? Asatsanga Tyagi, ye Vaishnava Achar. You are Bengali, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Chaitanya, Asatsanga Tyagi, ye Vaishnava Achar. It means Asatsanga Tyagi. You must give up. You should. Who are they to give up my association? I am giving up their association. I am cheating the millions. That is proper understanding. Actually, they are not giving up your association. You are giving up their association. It's good actually. Put tilak and go, they will stay far away from you.
Actually,
Why you
Prabhuji,
want to
like,
have
last few months, I actually getting stronger. Like I joining the Jopa session, this reading session. After that, I actually stopped talking with them. Now they are actually unfriending me. That I will not
very
talk
good.
with you.
Very good.
Like,
Everything is there on YouTube, Prabhu. Now you want to learn, just go to YouTube and learn. Or you talk to some devotee friends, or they can help you. Or we have a chat GPT now. Go and ask, he will tell you. You can learn all these online now. Why you want your friends unnecessary? Put nice tilak and go to college. Put tilak tomorrow and go to college. And let me know next Istagoshti. Of course, 2-3 days they will come. Why putting tilak? What happened to you? What they will ask you like that for 2-3 days. Then after that, they will get used to this. Then they will not come and talk some nonsense. They will keep you aside from their so-called association.
it is like a shield, right, Prabhuji?
Yeah, it's a shield. But you will not get any girlfriend. No problem. You may not get girlfriends in your college. Is it okay?
Well, that is not problem.
If you get it, is a problem. If you don't get it, is okay. Understand? So yeah, everybody will avoid you. All the women, men, professors, all will stay away from you because you want to enjoy it, huh?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah,
There is
just do
actually,
this.
yes, Prabhuji, right. You are saying, yes, you're saying right thing. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
This is right.
Shastra is always right. Shastra cannot be wrong. It is only thing is that whether are you able to follow that or not. That is the thing. Are you mature enough to follow that? Or you still thinking, no, I think Prabhu is right, but I think some more time you have to wait to come to that level. Means cannot. Prabhu is saying right only, but my question, Prabhu, some devotees speak like that. No, you put tilak tomorrow and go to school. And see
Prabhuji,
the 4-5 days.
can I ask a question? One more question.
Yeah. Is it clear, first of all? Is this clear?
Yes, this is clear, Prabhuji.
Yes. What is next question? So you're putting tilak and going college tomorrow?
Yes, Prabhuji. I will, when I will go, I will put tilak.
Oh, no college tomorrow, huh?
No, now like last year in university, like in home, in mess, alone.
So even the house also, you should have tilak 24 hours. Always. If you take bath, put tilak. If you're going outside, put tilak. Always you put tilak on Kantimala.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
What is next question?
I want to know, like, if there is like some like in this material, like there are we have faced some person who are actually try to like harm us. Like, how we will avoid such person? Like, they really try to like destroy us or harm us. What we can do?
Why they want to harm you? What you have done to them? They want to harm you. What you have done to them?
Like, there are some person like I know, like actually they study with me. Like, they are very like one kind of jealous. They have very jealousy with me. They are very jealous against me, and they try to disturb me in my study and things like that.
You also have 2 hands, right? You have 2 hands, right?
Yes, bro.
You also just give a punch on the face, finish. Yeah, you also can give a punch on why only they have hands. You have no hands. Devotees are not cowards, Prabhu. No, the Hanuman also devotee. Depends, Sometimes you have to act like Haridas Thakur. Sometimes you have to act like Hanuman. Yeah, but you are not mingling with them, But that doesn't mean
No.
that doesn't mean that you are actually. We are not Gandhi followers. Ahimso Paro Dharmo. No, we are not. We are not a follower of Ahimso Paro Dharmo.
That is true.
Yeah, but of course, you don't need to waste your time, but try to avoid those association, and try to use them peaceful talk and all those things. In worst case, that story, the Narada. I hope you know the story, Narada and the snake. You know the story.
No, Prabhuji.
So there was a snake, and the snake was biting everybody who is passing by, and everybody got fear of the snake. So people start going to that area because the snake is there. So once Narada came, and then he heard that the snake is there, and then the snake is always, yeah, the story is there. Yeah, you read this. You want
Once
to
in
read
a
this?
yes, Prabhu. Once in a village, there used to be a huge venomous cobra. The cobra took great pleasure in harassing the villagers. Run, the great cobra. Okay. Once Narad Muni was passing by the village. He saw the huge venomous cobra. Hiss. He took pity on him and bestowed causeless mercy of bhakti. He taught the principles of Sanatana Dharma and made him realize that he was a spirit soul trapped in this material body. You are so merciful, even in this snake body, you have given me a chance of liberation. To me, please instruct me. From this day onwards, chant the holy name of Lord Krishna constantly. Please accept me as your disciple. The cobra returned to his home in the village and started to practice devotional service.
It has the beats on the tail.
Yes, really. It's very interesting.
Okay.
The villagers saw that the cobra had suddenly changed his nature and was chanting the holy name constantly. They came near him and still he did not harm anyone. Seeing this, the villagers started traveling the cobra. They would attack him with sticks and stones. The cobra escaped to the forest in search of Narad Muni. Oh, my spiritual master, please help me. At last he met Narad Muni. What's wrong with you? By chanting the holy names, my nature has changed, and I do not feel like troubling anyone. Seeing this, the villagers have started to beat me. Please help me. Whenever the villagers come to harass him, you should expand your hood and raise your head as he prepared to strike.
Understand?
Mora,
Read.
yes,
More. Yeah.
it is sometimes not necessary that devotee retaliate if the atheists are harassing, but one can just scare them off. However, if they attack, then one should defend Krishna's temple and his devotee properly.
So you should act like you are getting anger, no?
Yes,
You
Prabhuji.
should, yeah, verbally you can warn them, Not that, oh, I am devotee, I will not, anybody do any nonsense, I will take it. No, should fight. Nothing, because Kali Yuga, no, we are not living in Satya Yuga.
Actually, Prabhuji, like just 1 year left, then my whole study is finished. Then I thinking that go near Pondicherry and live there. Go to temple.
Join temple. Why go to temple?
Actually,
Anyway,
my
it's
father
your
want go
choice.
job, do job. My father want all these things.
Not father want, you want. Using your father name as excuse for that. You want, so you're saying your father want. Anyway, nothing wrong, nothing wrong. You can do whatever you want, but you be devoted to Krishna. But material life, this You have to go through this material people. Just like Sujay Prabhu asked a question, right? I'm going to my aunt's house in US to study. If I get visa, how can I avoid getting material this year? In the association of materialistic people. And how to avoid materialistic people? Why you should go first of all? At least he's going for study, but you want to work with the materialistic people. When you work with materialistic people, then what will be the work? Why you are paid for? You are paid for to enhance the kama, krodha, lobha, to compete, and then become successful, and then defeat others. And that is your whole time job, and you paid for that. Then how to develop goodness, mixing with all the karmis? Difficult. It's not easy.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you come Pondicherry, you can work nearby, whatever. But first you wake up in the morning, chant 16 rounds,
Yes,
and
Prabhuji.
talk to the
Yes.
devotees. To come for reading session in the evening. Come and read with Sami Prabhu and other devotees and chant in the morning. I don't see you much in the morning japa session.
Yes, Prabhuji, that I will try from next day.
Come for japa. Start putting tilaka. Start reading and hearing more. Are you hearing Tattva Prabhu, Nimai Prabhu, Sundar Gopal lectures? Are you hearing?
Yeah, yes, Prabhuji, like I watch Saptarvit Prabhu's lecture, but they are very
Yeah.
long. Like, yes, I watch it
It's
in
very
2 and 3 days.
it's very long. Yeah, it is very long, I know. But here as much as possible.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, then anything else? Any questions?
No, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
I think Sujay Prabhu's question also I partially answered. You got the answer, or you want me to answer, Sujay Prabhu? I think in this answer, Sujay, your question also covered actually. You are there, Sujay Prabhu? If you are there, you can reply. So how the Ganga Prabhu, how you are doing? Sujit, you are doing good? You are there?
Yes, Prabhu, I'm there, Prabhu.
Good. How you are chanting?
Better, Prabhu, compared to Prabhu.
Coming every day for chanting morning?
Yes, Prabhu, I'm trying to come every day, Prabhu. I'm waking up at 4:30, except Prabhu. Then I'm starting chanting, and then I will come to 2 rounds, except 2 or 3 rounds, Prabhu. Then I become drowsy and sleep for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, Prabhu. Then again I wake up again, chant, Prabhu. This time chanting, Prabhu.
No, you should walk and chant.
Yes, Prabhu.
If you feel drowsy, you walk and chant.
Yes, Prabhu.
And what time you sleep?
It's 9 or 10, Prabhu. 9
Then
to
why
10.
you feel drowsy? Yeah, then you see, walk and chant. Young age, you feel
Yes,
more
Prabhu.
sleepy. That is there. Okay, you tend to sleep more in this age. So if required, you can take a sleep in the afternoon. How many rounds you're chanting?
Prabhu?
How many rounds you're chanting?
16 rounds, Prabhu.
How many rounds in the morning you're chanting?
6 to 8, Prabhu.
Why not 16 rounds in the morning itself?
Yes, Prabhu, I will try, Prabhu.
Try to finish 16 rounds in the morning. That is your next task. Okay. If you feel drowsy, you
Yes,
just
Prabhu.
walk while you're chanting.
Yes, Prabhu.
So any questions you have?
I have to tell you something, Prabhu, but I cannot talk in now, Prabhu. When I return to my hostel, then I will call you, Prabhu.
Okay.
Now I am at home, Prabhu.
Yeah, no problem. Okay then. So if nothing else, we can stop here. So Manu Prabhu is here. Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavad Pranam, Jai Prabhupada.
Hare
Very
Krishna,
well.
Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
I think he's not there now. He was there for a long time, but I was busy. I didn't answer him. So Drona Prabhu also joined the whole session. Very good. Aero Prabhu also. Sujay, I think is not there now. But oh, you replied already. Oh, you replied. Yes, Prabhu, I need to be strong and be ready to wear. Oh, this is Sujay. Oh, you are okay, Sujay. Yeah. Mm. Good, you got it. Yes, you also follow that. Okay, we stop here. Sami Prabhu, can I stop? Can I stop here?
Hare Krishna, yes, Prabhu.